Hi people, it's Michelle with Sweets and Soaps. Hi you guys, how you doing out there? Well, today was this is going to be really quick. I have a lady named Tamara who's asked me a couple of questions in regards to soap, and she asked me way back on the 7th, and I just haven't had time to get back to her. And since again I'm using my daughter's little notebook, netbook, whatever it's called, it's very small. Um, um, it's very small to type on. It takes a lot of time because I always end up hitting the wrong key and deleting the whole thing. So I just got back from a funeral. So you guys, yes, I did go to a funeral. It's my uncle, my dad's oldest brother, passed away, and today was his funeral, and it was so nice to see all the family that I haven't seen in a very long time. So all my cousins and yeah. So anyways, it's a good day. He was in the Lord, so he went to heaven. So he's looking down at us. So anyways, you guys may notice I have makeup on. Yes, I comb my hair. No, I don't know. Can you see that? Okay. But yes, I have makeup on. I do wear makeup, and I look halfway decent when I'm got to go out and around family and stuff. So right now in the background, you can hear my nephew. He's here. He didn't want to go with his mom. He wants to come with me and the kids, and he's just driving my kids crazy. And he's so bossy. He's only like he just turned 5, and oh my God, he is a handful worse than my son. And he's just has issues. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, let me go ahead and answer those couple questions for her because I wanted to address to let her know that I did not forget about you. I'm so sorry it took me so long. Excuse me. I just have a lot of things that's going on right now with me. So with that, let me see. Let me go to the question. So her question was to me. She wanted to know about putting soap to bed, and that she had been reading and hearing a lot of different things to let it if it's going to gel or if it's not going to gel. Well, Tamara, I don't prefer. I really don't like my soap to gel. However, there are some cases where the soap is going to gel no matter what you do or where you stick it. Cold or non-cold, it doesn't matter. As soon as you pour that fragrance in, and once it gets mixed with a stick blender, sometimes it just go ahead and it does its own thing and it just gels. So when that happens, oh well, there's nothing that you can do. You can't really stop it. It's going to do its thing. But I prefer not to gel my soap. I like to let it sit in the cold and process that way. What it does is actually it slows down the curing process or the personification or some the saponification. It slows it down and it takes a little bit longer for your soap to go to where it needs to be at. However, I like it that way. I don't mind because it doesn't get so hot that sometimes because the soap when it gels it gets really hot that it sometimes evaporates the fragrance that you've added to it, and sometimes it morphs the fragrance. I know for sure it definitely morphs the color of your soap. Usually, once it gels, it looks a little opaque. Is it opaque the I'm looking at? I think it's opaque. Yeah, it's kind of like it reminds me like Vaseline or something. Anyways, it's pretty. Don't get me wrong. I mean, when I first started soaping, I used to put my stuff to sleep and blanket it down and all that. But when I found out you didn't have to, and then I liked the way the color came out. It was a lot more creamier, and I think that's the reason why I don't, because I do use goat's milk soap. I mean, excuse me, goat milk, which if you put it to bed, it's going to cook it and it's going to make it brown. Well, a lot of times I don't want the brown soap. I mean, look at. I use vanilla a lot in my stuff, and no, I have not got vanilla stabilizer. And yes, I need to get it. Okay, so don't nobody send me no questions in regards to that. I'm going to get it. It's a little bit out of my price range right now, with everything going on, but eventually I'm going to get it. So right now, I really don't mind messing with the brown soap from the vanilla. But again, it's your own preference whether you gel your soap or you don't. So gelling, if you put it to bed with blankets, get it all covered up, and don't mess with it, it's gonna gel. If again, it can gel also because of the fragrance. Okay, it could be whatever fragrance you're using, could possibly make your soap gel. Okay, so and sometimes the additives you put in. Another note: For those who don't gel, we just, all I do is pour my soap and then I put it in a cold place, and it doesn't. But I have had some that partially gel. I can't. What again? You can't stop. It's gonna do its thing. That's the nature of soap. You know, you put it in. You never know what it's gonna get once it's done. Okay, so that's it, and that's how. And that's when I put mine to bed. I don't. As far as everything goes, I don't gel it. I don't cover it. I leave it open. Whatever ash falls on it, or however it's created, it will have an ash top on it. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't matter. I like it. That's it. Okay. So, I think I answered that question. I hope I did, and I hope I didn't sound a little rash or really mean when I said it. It's just one of those days. My nephew's over here, and he's like, has my daughter all in tears and upset. She's like, I just can't get away from him. Okay. And my son is like, he does not listen. Okay, so you can hear him in the background. They're playing a game, and we only have one controller for it. So they're fighting over it. And then if he loses, he cries and gets all upset. Again, he's 5, going on 15. Okay. So that's that. Then I believe she had another question. Let me see. Okay, if it's so important, why don't you put cupcakes or cakes to bed? Or do they? Okay. Again, your choice whether or not you want to. I don't put my cupcakes or cakes to bed. I like them to look creamy. To me, creamy is non-gelling. When it gels, it doesn't look creamy. So I don't gel mine. Cupcakes, definitely not, because why gel a cupcake? You know, you cover it, you'll smash it, and you'll smash the top, and then it won't be as high and pretty. And then sometimes when you're, even though you're building up the cupcakes with the swirl, sometimes it'll smash. So, or from the gel, it gets soft, and the weight sometimes pushes into the cupcake, so it makes it a shorter top. Okay, so I got that. And then she says, Shell, I really don't understand this. I've been watching videos all day today, and I've seen soap makers using real candy on soap. Or am I missing it? Yes. Okay, on that one, I use candy sprinkles, the jimmies, that they call them jimmies, the confetti color jimmies. I use the little balls. If I can get a hold of some, like some people use gumballs, some people use jawbreakers. I mean, candy in itself. Oh, and I do use the color sprinkles, the color sugars. You know, like the greens, the reds, the blues. You know, whatever they have. I know Walmart has I think 4 or 5 different colors. But I use the color sugars, and I do use candy on top of mine. And a lot of people do. I mean, it's inexpensive. I mean, you can order the jojoba beans because they do come in beads, because they come in different colors, but I choose to just use candy. It dissolves in the water, and most likely you're gonna knock it off anyway. So yeah, so yes, we do use candy on our cupcakes and cakes and soap bars and all that too. So I think I answered I think that was like 3 questions. Yeah. So if you have any other questions, Tamara, or I hope you don't mind me putting you out there. I'm sorry. Okay, person who emailed me. Go ahead and send them, you guys. Most likely you will get a video response, most likely. Again, I'm not in, this little keyboard is like, my hands are like big, okay? I got big hands. My nephew calls them man hands. I have just big hands. I mean, I'm a big girl, but he says I have big hands. My hands are just not skinny, I long, but you know, anyways, they're not that big. But sometimes I'll sit there and I'll try to enter something, and I'll erase it 2 or 3 times, and then by then I'm just like frustrated, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not answering nothing. So just send me your questions or whatever, and I'll try to get back to it as soon as possible. Valentine's is, you know, weekend starts today, and I hope you know, the baskets that I put out there get sold. I've, you know, listed in other places. So anyways, I think that's it today. And if I have any other questions, oh yeah, and everyone who's been making soap, I've really been meaning to leave comments again. Trying to type on this thing is horrible. So I've been watching people's videos, and I feel bad not sending comments saying how cute your cakes look and how pretty your slices are, and how pretty your cupcakes are, and oh, you got new soap bars, and oh man. But everyone out there has something going on, and you guys all have some very, very, very pretty and beautiful items. So I'm gonna try to send you a comment to let you know that I looked at it and I thought they were really cute. You guys all have talent. We all have talent, and we're just showing it to everyone. So you guys, I think that's it. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So what I gotta send you guys, deuces, peace and love to everyone, and you guys have a wonderful Valentine's weekend. If I don't make another video between now and Monday. All right. Bye, you guys.